Welcome back to another powerful episode of our series. In our last chat, Fuel for the Fire, we explored where our motivation really comes from. But today we go a layer deeper because motivation alone doesn't carry us through the storm. Belief does, habits does, and more importantly, bouncing back helps. So today's episode is called Staying the Course: How to Believe, Stick, and Bounce Back. Along with me today are our fellow warriors, Monika ji, and together we will share some real stories and simple strategies around these powerful ideas. Three powerful ideas, which is self-efficacy, adherence, and relapse recovery. So let's welcome Monika ji.
Thank you so much, Kiran. Thank you so much. You're giving me again opportunity to speak on this platform.
Thank you. Welcome, Monika ji. And today we are going to have a powerful session. And what we are doing is we are going to break it out into individual parts. So the first section is called as self-efficacy.
Honestly speaking, Kiran, earlier I was not believing on myself and I was not aware, you can say. Earlier, what I was told to myself many times that you don't have degree and nobody knows actually I don't have never went to college actually. So I have a degree, but it is open. So I never went to a college and I don't have a regular degree. So you cannot make it big or but one day there is some happen in my life, but one day I looked into the mirror and said, why not me? Everybody can do it, that's why not me. So then on that time my belief start when I stopped seeking permission from the world. That's the problem actually I faced earlier. That's the you can say time of believing in myself when I listening to my inner voice always, and I was self motivated because I had to be. So there was no one else coming to push me, and I repeated affirmations every day like I am capable, I am enough, and I can rise. So these three words I repeated every day front of the mirror and believing in myself and rising to myself.
I was also the same person who used to play it very safe, comfortable in a job, following a routine. But then, I started taking, things about finances very seriously. And then, everything changed. So the financial markets, actually has showed me my inner world. So the day I took full responsibility for the outcomes, whether it is the wins or the losses, that's the day the belief was born. So it wasn't instant, it was built slowly, by, showing up, by learning things, by failing, and by adjusting my approaches towards the financial market. And, even today, I still reinforce it daily by writing my goals, visualizing my future, and, keeping up my promises to myself.
This is the biggest question for us because we do help others. Without helping, we cannot grow as well. So, what I do actually, Kiran, I help my students unlock their belief actually first through a mindset shift. So what we work on affirmations last time, as I told in the podcast, same that I do the same some activities on the weekly basis with my students, and what we work on affirmations, journaling, and mirror talks. They come to me afraid of speaking English when they come. But after 7 days, I have a 7 day subconscious rewiring, some program, you can say. They start saying that I can do it. After 7 days, they automatically converted their subconscious mind that I can do it. When they came earlier, when they came the first day, they were not able to say that I can do it. So it is not about, I always says it is not about the English. It is about the self trust. And I help them build that one powerful thought at the time.
So in my case, what I do is, I have this, belief that, belief isn't taught, it is caught kind of thing. So
Mm.
what happens is, so it is about setting the right example. So what I do is, when someone sees me staying calm, even after a loss or, learning from a mistake, it inspires them. So in my community, I make sure people track their small wins, they celebrate their consistency, and they stay connected to their vision. So the system I teach, according to me, is just the outer layer. The real win I feel is that, the inner system or the new person what they start developing into. So that, according to me, is the way I kind of help my community members to build that belief. So let us move on to the second part, which is about adherence. So everything is about consistency. So adherence is, according to me, one of the most important things for all of us.
My, you can say the majorly part is my morning rituals, which are very, very beautifully I designed actually. I start up my day early in the morning. It's 3:30 a.m. and with
Wow.
the prayer, water, and meditation, journaling, affirmations, and gratitude, and some exercise. You can say this routine is align my mind's energy and focus as well. So it remind that I am creator, not a reactor. So this is the habits and routine you can say I follow for myself to keep myself motivated.
So even for me, on an everyday basis, the first thing is, of course, wake up early. I don't, I normally wake up by around 5:30. And, I also write my goals, and, I also work a lot on my breath and, of course, yoga. That is what I do. And during the day, I treat my trading and my coaching as very sacred disciplines. So whether it is planning my trades or reviewing my performance, or let it be about content creation, there is always a structure to everything. So what it helps me is, even on days when I don't feel motivated, the routine helps me carry on. So this
Mm.
has actually, kind of helped me with adherence. And also I have reduced, distractions. So I don't take random phone calls. I have limited my social media time. And, I have a very clean, digital workspace. So I think these habits are like my backbone.
Stay consistency. It's a very, very biggest question for everyone. Uh, I keep them accountable with the daily WhatsApp check-ins actually to my students. Short mindset task I provide. I give them a short mindset task and progress boards. You can say scoring board that. And what we do actually, we do live calls for motivation to each other, and I teach them to celebrate small wins. Whatever you win in the week, you can celebrate them with your family, friends. That's a part. And rest of this, like you when they forget who they are, I remind them. That is the biggest role I'm playing. And I'm always reminding that you are not learning English actually, you are learning to believing in your future to my students. So this is the best way to stay consistent to my students. Mhm.
So, with my community, I always say this to them, that, clarity creates consistency. So, when my community members know their goal, they understand the system, and they take action, that is when they become more committed. So, just like you, I also use my weekly check-ins. We have our weekly inner circle call, and we track our milestones and a community-driven environment. So, where
Mhm.
my community members, they see others sticking to the path, So which helps them and motivates them to kind of stick to their choices. And I also, just like I remind them, it's okay to have an off day. Just don't make it an offline thing. So that is what I have seen. Be online all the time. So that is what I always tell them. Yes, the
Nice.
next part is the point about relapse and recovery.
Yes, Kiran, honestly, it was a time in 2022 when I lost everything and everything collapsed. I had to start from scratch actually. But I told myself that I am a self-driven person, that universe is always with me, and universe does not give me setbacks. It gives me direction actually. Setbacks is always experience and give us directions. So I sat in the silence on that time when I feel that kind of prayed and trust to the divine path. Step by step, I rebuilt my business, belief, and brand, not with the speed actually, but with the surrender. I'm not believing with the speed, I'm believing to surrender, to follow the process, to follow the path. So that was a very crucial time. I remember that 2022 December. Now it was all okay. Just of this thing that I trust on myself and I surrender to universe. That's I say.
Even with me, there was a phase when, I was not that consistent, and, my confidence was taking a beating. So then I actually started questioning if I was really meant to do all this. So when that happened, so then what I did was I just changed my perspective. So instead of blaming the markets, so what I did was I went to the basics. I reviewed my trades and reconnected with my purpose as to why I am doing this. And of course, talked to my mentor and got some more clarity. And I also reminded myself that, setbacks are part of the game. Okay. And, I choose to see them as a feedback. Okay. And not as a failure.
I just want to say few words as advice. Don't wait for motivation. That if you want to start something, start with a movement. Close your eyes, say one tooth, and I still have a time. Stay yourself. That always say that I can do it. I still have a power. I still have me. So if you want to start yourself struggling after struggling, that you can take a small step. That comeback is already within you.
you know See, this is the same thing. The what I would like to say is, it is a kind of not an advice but a suggestion. So what I can tell is, we should be kind to ourselves, and start with one small action. Let it be just one, but start with action, and review your what went well for you. So just review this, or you can also write down what you have already overcome, and get back into a routine. So even if it is imperfect, it's okay, but get back to a routine. And just like what you said, the longer you wait for motivation, the harder it becomes. So what we need to do is to act first, and clarity and confidence will, just follow. So now let's have one small round called as the power round. This is the ultimate round for this discussion of ours today, where we will keep very small, to the point answers. So I have a set of three questions, and I want you to give one simple thing, one sentence, small sentence about that. So the
Hmm.
first one is, what is that one belief that fuels you?
I am born to deserve
Yeah.
and achieve everything my heart desire.
Okay. Thank you.
That is my fuel. Thank you.
Thank you. So for me, the one belief that fuels me always is that, I am built for greatness, and so is everyone who chooses growth. So the second thing is, what is that one habit which anchors you?
That is my obviously morning rituals. that I'm following. They keep my energy grounded and mind focused.
So for me, it is again goal writing and visualizing my ideal life, and it makes me why uh, you know it actually makes my why impossible to ignore. So that is what it helps me with. And the third one is one quick strategy to bounce back.
My inner voice. Whenever I bounce back, I always talk to my inner voice like a best friend and ask to myself, what's the next right step?
Okay.
I don't wait to feel better actually. I act better, you can see.
Yes.
So what I observe, if I am not listen my inner voice, the things are going wrong actually.
So for me, that approach will be, normally I, take a walk and I do breathing and, just reframe the story. And, then, we should re-enter the game, not with emotions, but with a big intention. So that is what I would like to say is a very good strategy to bounce back. So thank you, Monica ji. It was a wonderful session discussing about this important topic with you and
Mhm.
to everyone listening. So this journey is not about being perfect. It is about
Mm.
staying the course.
Mm.
So whether you are into trading, learning finances, or learning a language like English, or preparing for some competitive exam, or even chasing a dream, okay, there will be some detours. Okay,
Yes.
so please remember that, and we would like to hear from you. What helps you stay on your track, or how do you reset after a bad day? So please do drop in the comments and tag us in your stories, and we would love to hear from your feedback. All the description in the description, you'll get all the details to get in touch with us. So thank you, Monica ji, for joining us today. And it was indeed a great session. And we will definitely keep on doing more such sessions, which will, through which I think we'll share some lot of important things with our community members and viewers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kiran, one more time that giving an opportunity to speak. And this is such a good platform and really nice talking to you. Thank you. I'm honored, delighted to speak with you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you.